Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Welcome to another live. It's Monday, so we're going to try and do something a little bit more masculine, but there's an additional bit. On Friday, I was showing you some of the Christmas cards I received for Christmas. There was a really fabulous fancy fold that a lot of you have requested that I try and recreate. Hello, everybody. I'm just seeing a few people coming in on the live. Welcome. Hello if you're watching on the replay. Also, hello, Anne, Jane, Valerie, Lorraine, Susan, Melissa, Judy. Nice to see you. Just trying to think, have I shared this out with everybody? I think I have. All right, so I have got a big wodge. Oh, here, where is it? Of I had it here. I did. Where have I put it? The DSP, the really big pack. Oh, I repackaged it. That's why I couldn't spot it. The really big pack of DSP. What's it called? Dandy Designs, and I've used some of it already. I'm doing a class tomorrow that I've used some of it for, but I find the designs quite they're not to my personal normal style. Some of them are, but some of them are a little bit kind of fun and garish and whatever, which is fine. And I thought what I would like to do is kind of look at how to grungy up some of these papers to kind of make them more my style, but also do a masculine kind of birthday card, maybe, that kind of thing. So that's what we're going to do. Hello, Louise and Ruthie and Elaine and Sheila and Lois and Kathy and Melissa. Everyone's coming now. Yay! Great to see you. Right, let's get the party started. Get you onto looking at my desk. And then, oh, what's happened to my desk camera? Ooh, that's a bit strange. I've lost my desk camera. Hold on. Just bear with a sec. No, it's connected to the right place. Right, let's just figure out. Ah, okay. Sorry. I figured it out. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. Yeah, so as I said, they're quite bright designs, but I thought it would be fun to try and grungy it up and use this stamp set, Pure Magic, which is kind of like very sort of mythological and all that kind of business. This is the card that we're going to be, what's the word, casing, and I thought it would be nice to kind of keep that bit plain for me, and then put some stamping on this section here, but then match up the stamps with, I don't know, I mean this blue would be great actually. That kind of hints at bubbles, doesn't it? Let's see what other textures there are in that blue paper. Oh, that one's quite nice. What's that? It's kind of like grid-like. Okay, that was a bit of that. And then, I don't know, I could use some of this as a matting layer, so I'll use some of the green, I think. Or shall we use some of the yellow? I might use some of the yellow. It's a bit of a contrast, isn't it? And I'm thinking I could just use some white cardstock, some basic white. As I'm gonna, I'll just check I've got the right one. No, not that one. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I always struggle to figure out which pack is the right one, because the only way I can usually tell is, okay, yes, it says thick on there, but it's by the number of cardstock. I should really write on these, like in extra big writing, shouldn't I, to know which is which. Right, let's sort out the measurements then. So I'm going to do this sort of a universal size, so it'll fit our envelopes. It should fit US size envelopes too. So So this, and I'm actually going to adapt it slightly. So this card measures 4 and a little bit. So I'm going to adapt that to 4. So I'm going to do that at 4. And then there's score at 1 and, say 1 and an eighth. 1 and 1/8. 1/8. Then, so that'll be 2 and, that'll be plus another, 4, 5, that'll be 6 and 2/8, wouldn't it? I think I'm doing my maths correctly. 4, 5, yep. So then that'll be 7 and 3/8 for 4, 1 and 1/8, 6 and 2/8, 7 and 3/8, 8 and 4/8 for that, I think. So let's just figure that one out. 4, that 5. Yeah, I think that's about right. 8 and 4/8. What I'm going to do is actually not cut it off. I'll do the scoring first and then go from there. And then this measures 5.5 inches. And I'm going to do that actually at 5 3/4 because our cardstock can take it. So, cut that there. Start with the scoring. 4 inches. 5 and 1/8. And then you need to open up your arm of your trimmer. 6 and 2/8, which is, oh, that's a bit trickier to see, but I believe it's there. 7 and 3/8. 8 and a half. And that should cut off. Now, I'm looking at this, I can see already that it's already a very slightly different type of dimension to the card that I was given. It's a little bit more narrower. But I'm going to go with this for now. I might do another one in a minute and see if I can make it a bit closer to this. So this one I realised that the this section was supposed to be wider. But that's all right. Sometimes it's fun to play with these sort of things. All right, and then that section in the middle there. Let's have a little. Oh, should we just do it 3 by 3 or 3 by 4? Oh, that'll be easy, won't it? Let's do it 3 by 4. Not too much thinking then, is there? Do that. 4 inches, score at 3, cut at 6. Okay, so that'll be for there. And then we'll just need, oh, got a bit of spare here. That can be the panel on the inside. That get stuck. And then I could do with an extra panel on the inside as a matting layer. So if I do that, 3.5 by, I cut that at 7. So I'm doing maths on the go here. This is like on the spot maths. 3 by 2.5. 3.5 by 2.5. Oh, that's pretty much 2.5 actually. I don't think I'm gonna. Shall I bother cutting that? See. Oh no! I just managed to. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. Let's take it down a peg. Nope, not even that one. Okay, let's take it down to 2 1/4. Oh no, not 2 1/4. 2 5/8. There we go. I think it'll be happier. So what did I say? 2 5/8. So, oh, sorry, I've kind of missed. My head is now not quite with the calculation. What's that? Okay, so take that down to 3 3/8. We'll see if that works. I might have to trim it again later, but... All right, okay, so that's some of my pieces cut. So that's going to go on there and there. Then I think I'd like the blue in the background. So I'm going to cut this at 3 3/4. And then at 5 1/2, 5 1/2. So that's the 2 blue. Then I have got this panel here that I could use. How much have I got here? I've got 2 inches, so that's good. I can cut that off at 2 inches. Then cut that there at 1 inch. Is anyone following me? Or are you all chatting? Hi Glenna, hi Pamela, hi Shaz, hi Lisa. Great to see you all. Hi Audrey. I will try and write up these measurements on the grid paper in the end, so that if you do want to have a go doing this, you can. Right, so the idea is that will go on there, that will go on the back, and then these can go on there. That'd be alright, won't it? Got loads of spare. A lot of spare. And then the yellow, I was thinking, would make a nice matting layer for these pieces. So let's just remind myself. So what did I do that to? 3 3/8, or 2 5/8. So we'll go 2 7/8. Those pieces by, so that's 3 3/8. So we'll go 3 5/8. Double check. Yep. 3 5/8. Okay, so that will go on there and there. Oh, just realised why that song's in my head. Girl I met at university on our first night at uni. Well, no, sorry, first week at university. She's just recorded that song and she shared it on Facebook. So if anyone follows me on Facebook, I was watching it earlier today. That's why, you know when you get an earworm, it's what sticks in your head, doesn't it? Right. While I'm here, I might just cut myself another piece of that. 2 5/8. Is it 2 5/8? Alright. Oh, well, I think I might just leave it as it is, because that fits perfectly. Do the little nail trick. Just to remind myself, that's 3 1/2. All right, okay, now we've got all our cutting done. We can do a bit of the decorating. So I'm going to be stamping, let's put the paper away for a sec. I'm going to be stamping onto these sections here, these white ones. And just have those at the side for a minute. And I'd like a little bit of these creatures to be sort of coming, just sort of like coming onto the scene, as it were. Hi Lisa, nice to see you. Oh, you're watching me on the big telly. Lovely. Hello Judy. Oh Vicky, have you hurt yourself? Oh, sorry. Lois, hello. Hi Lynn. Great to see you all. You're making a Valentine's card. I know, I've just realised it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Maybe I could give him one of these. Have a legendary, and then I could just like crop out day. Like if I gave him a card that said, I believe in you and you're pure magic, he'd wondered like who'd abducted me and replaced me. We're not that sentimental. We really aren't. I mean, not that we don't say nice things to each other, you know, don't write nice things to each other in cards, but we're not that way sentimental. So, right, espresso. Early espresso. Let's have a think. So those ones, I think we could probably get like a full-blown or a bit more of an image on. I'll go for that one. These are so beautifully drawn. I think we have a part of a dragon. I don't want the whole dragon on there, so let's just have a part of one there. That's lovely. Then kind of a part of a mermaid, couldn't we? Oh, talking of mermaids, we watched Wakanda Forever. Finally got round to seeing, as some people call it, Black Panther #2. Yeah, Wakanda Forever with the sort of like weird mer people, sort of, yeah. Yeah, enjoyed it for what it was. Not the best film ever, but deeply moving because dear Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther in the first one, sadly passed away. So part of the film felt very much like an homage to him and a farewell to him. And I think I heard some of the actors say that it very much was that. Yeah. So obviously they had to deal with basically not like kind of killing off the character really somehow, which I thought they did very sensitively, considering that they had to do it because Chadwick had passed away. So yeah, it's very good. Right, I've got Daffodil Daydream here at the side because I really love this kind of almost like Celtic looking design, and then I've got this lovely dottage here. So I thought it'd be nice to add some sort of patterning to the side of my pieces here. Might vary how much is shown. Okay, quite like that. Reminds me of a kind of bit like a Celtic knot, really. Don't need too much of that one. Just do another wee bit there. There we go. So I've got little hints of it. Oh, I think we could probably fit another one down here. Little hints of that. Like that. Nice, nice. And then a bit of the old dottage. Got to go on. And I'm wondering whether to do that in the blue, actually. It helped tie in the balmy blue of the paper. Right, I'm sorry, I am missing things. Missing comments. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Super Sanders. Hi, Georgiana. Please just put, if you're trying to get my attention, just do it in capitals. I'm more likely to see or put question in capitals, and I'm more likely to see. But other than that, I'll just assume you're all talking to each other. Hi, Valerie Zimmerman. I'm being very restrained here with my dottage. Kind of creating a bit of a vignette. Oh, I've realised I want more. Just on the edges. Okay, that's better. Huge thank you to everybody who came to the Bouquet for Ukraine class on Saturday. We had a bit of fun. Created some lovely bouquet not wreaths, posies. Stamped. So now if you couldn't come to it, or you'd like to contribute in some way, you can still go to my blog post, and actually if you donate and then send me a screenshot of your donation, I can send you the video of the instructions for doing it. So right, I would like to do a little bit of brown just on the edges, just to kind of soften these edges a little bit. Grab my blender brushes. Restrained, I know. I was trying restrained, and then well, you know, for me this is quite restrained, don't you think, Lisa? Come on, you know me. Usually I've got flowers and butterflies everywhere and leaves, and I'm being very restrained with the old blending. Just a little bit. There we go, you can see the difference there. Just a little. Went in slightly heavy there. But that could be a stormy sky coming over the dragon, couldn't it? Hey, Mama Loves Crafts. Hello, hello. Mama Loves Crafts. Not quite the same as Mama Loves Mambo. Has anyone got any funny Valentine's stories to tell me? I don't think I have any funny ones. I don't think I've ever received that many Valentine's cards. Well, I suppose I married quite young, so there wasn't that opportunity to give me them. But I did once get one in my pigeonhole at university. And it was a photograph of fridge magnets on a fridge. And they spelt out the words, "Fancy a snog?" ? Actually, might not have even had a question mark, but I presume it had a question mark. Anyway, I figured out who it was because of the writing and also the fact it was a photograph. And I never confronted the person about it, ever. He was a bit older than me. He did have a little bit of a reputation, so I didn't want to encourage it. But I thought it was quite funny, so I have kept it. Right, I'm just getting my ink pad and doing a bit of this direct ink to papering, because I want to try and make this a bit grungy, as I said. So trying to kind of not make it as light and bright as it is. I'm just going to set that aside to dry, because when you do this ink to paper technique, you can end up with quite wet spots. So it's worth just letting the card dry before you handle it too much. And as you swivel it around in your hands, also be aware of getting stripes on your hands as well. So, right, that'll be fine. Do I want to ink up the edges of here? Ooh, I might just do the edges. I'll do the edges and then we'll see what happens. Because now I've folded it, it's a bit trickier to handle. Oh, snog means kiss. Yes, sorry, it does. Well, it's a bit more kind of, it's not as elegant as a kiss. Put it, just, you know, be polite. Oh, Louise, no, it wasn't, darling, because I'd already advertised it for Ukraine before Turkey happened. But I am thinking of doing some kind of fundraiser for Turkey. If anyone's got any bright ideas, I'm quite happy to accommodate. So I'm just folding these over and adding a bit of ink like so. Yeah. Inky dinky. Right, let that dry for a second. So while that's drying, I'm going to start gluing my layers together. Right, that's the one for the mermaid, isn't it? Yep. That could have the writing on it or the message on it or whatever. Right, so that's that. It's ready. How are you feeling, Louise? Are you okay? I received the same card every year for the first 6 of our marriage. He never wrote inside or on the envelope, but gave verbal instructions to be careful with it as he wanted it back. Actually, any cards that I ever do get from my husband, he just, it's all so obvious it's him because of his handwriting, but he usually puts a question mark, and that's his little tradition. He always puts a question mark. I can show you some of the funny ones he's given me actually over the years. I've probably shown them to you. Well, I don't know, I might have shown them on a video. But yeah, he's made up funny ones and or hand drawn some, and that's what he sometimes used to do, is hand draw them. Right. There we go. So I'm thinking I want to grungy some of this blue paper up a little bit. So I'm just going to bring my Celtic-y stamp back here. I think this time I'm going to do brown dottage. What do I do with these? Oh, maybe I could stamp on them all in one go. Better since having both stents in both kits. Oh, good. Good. Hi, Carolyn. Well, nice to see you. Thank you for popping in. Just get a commode, Lou. At least you're going, that's the thing. All right, let's get these bits on. Oh, I've cut these at the wrong size. Oh well, I'm just going to have to try and stick them as straight as possible. For some reason I've done them too short. Oh well, I'll put some ink on it, you won't notice. I'll just add more ink to the bottom. Or is it because I've put ink on the edges that it makes it look like... No, it's definitely smaller. Somehow. I don't know how I did that. Got my measurements out of whack. Oh well, in with the brush instead. There we go. Grungy it all up instead. There we go. You'll never know. Right, so the trickiest bit is this bit here now, because you need to stick that into that accordion section there. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of glue down this end first, like that, and I'm eyeballing it because I want this to pretty much go... Oh, look, I've got a nice line there I can line it up with. I want the same amount of both sides. That'll do, I think. Close that down. And then put a little bit of glue on here. And sing for your supper. Oh, hello, Cindy. We are headed out to dinner and have a gale force wind. Oh, my goodness. Be careful. You could be the commode craft. Commode crafting with Louise. Got a catheter? No problem. Carry on crafting. Because I've got a Louise commode. Right, now I can see a problem that I may encounter, basically, because I've gone narrower here, it's not so much of a firm base for it to stand up, so just compare, yeah, see, look, ooh, I see my flaw. Okay, so I want to try that again, but with a thicker base. It's fine if you pull it out a bit, it's sturdy when you pull it out, but if you leave it like that, it's a bit wobbly. Okay, right, so now to make sure that this is placed perfectly on here, I'm going to do a nifty little trick. I'm going to, you see I've flipped it over, I'm going to put that on there. She says. Then I'm going to fold that over to meet it. Oh, look at the mess on the back of there. Right, there we go. Ta-da! There we go. I quite like that. It really has sort of helped to distract from the pattern, the blue patterns. But it's just nice. It's nice in the background, you know. And it's because it's quite a generic kind of squares and circles. It looks all right, I think. Right, might do this. Let me do this again, but this time I'm going to do a slightly different measurement. Yeah, where's my card? Yeah, I think I'm going to make this definitely a bit wider. So I'm just going to refer back to my original. Let's take the actual measurement. Oh my days, that was like 1.5 inches, not 1 inch, Ruth. I mean, I did 1 1/8, but ooh, that's bonkers. Right, okay, so I've just got to check I've got enough cardstock. So that'll be 1.5, 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. Oh yeah, no, got enough. Got enough. Got enough. My card is long enough. You know what, I'm going to use my other trimmer. Is it my other trimmer that I want to use? Yeah, this one shuts better. I'm going to flip out the score blade though, because otherwise you guys are going to be like, what score blade are you using? Right, so 5 3/4, but if you're using 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you may want to do it slightly differently. Right, so 5 3/4, score at 4. I could do that a bit bigger, I guess. I could do it 4 and a bit. I'll try doing it 4 and a bit. No, I just want to make it easy for me to see the scores. So let's do 4, 5.5, 4.5, 7, 8.5, and a little wink on the wings and scales. Oh yes, could do. A little bit of wink. Right, have I done that? 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4. Yes. Right, I think this is probably a bit better. Yeah. A bit more sturdy. Right, I need a piece of spare weight. I think I'll still do my 3 by 4 piece. So cut at 4. Score at 3. Oh, the score blade's fallen out. Oh, it's because I'm using the wrong one. Take 1 trimmer to your craft desk? No, take 2. Right, there we go. That'll be my inside panel. There. Right, what's this measure? 2.5. Right, so if we do this at 3.5. 3.5. 3.5. That's my 3 panels that I need. Done. Done and dusted. And then I just need one more that's 4 by 3. Now I'd really like to use some of that Favoured Flowers paper, because the non-floral side to this I think is really masculine. So particularly the greens and What else is there? There's the purples. This one. Look at that. Isn't that dramatic? So might just do purple for all the panels and then do green for the matting layers because it's so fab. So I'm going to cut this to 5.5. Hi Patricia. So I'm going to cut this to 3 3/4. Is that correct? Yep. And 1 1/4. Because those were 1 1/2, weren't they? So 1 1/4 is fine. So I'm going to need 4 panels of that. 1, 2. Now, if you are a little partial to stamping your own backgrounds, stamping your own one sheet wonders, this card I'm sure would create a gorgeous one sheet wonder. Run out. Okay, that's fine. So that will be that. And a bit of the green. Ooh. So I need these panels to be, do it from there, couldn't I? Oh no, I'll do it from there. What did I say those were? 3.5. So this would be 3 1/4. By, oh no, hold on. Oh, I've made a mistake. Right. Do that again, Ruth. That is 3, so I need that to be 2 3/4. Is that right? Because that sits in there, and that is 2 1/4. Yes. Oops. So I made a mistake there. Sorry. So 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. All right. Okay, what shall I stamp on this one? I don't feel like the background needs as much stamping, like these, because they're so detailed. I don't feel like these need so much. Oh, I tell you what I was thinking of using was I've got the Dainty, what's it called? Dainty Delight, this one. I thought that those would look gorgeous for a simple masculine card, because they're not too floral, are they? But they are delicate and nice. And now, did I cut this the right size this time? Yes. Good night, Shaz. Oh, sleep well, my darling. How many more sheep have you had? Lambs have you had? Shaz is in lambing season now. Am I missing comments? No, I'm not. Okay. Of course, if you wanted this to be a more feminine card, then just swap out the papers and change your focal point. But I sometimes find that, like, my dad loves a bit more of a technical card. because he likes the challenge of trying to figure out how it was made. Does anyone else have guys like that in their lives where they're like, oh, how'd you do that? You know, the engineering part of the brain just wants to unpick it and figure it out. Oh, thanks for all the link sharing, Glenna. You're awesome. I didn't read what happened to Vicky's back. Message me, Vicky. Right, so anyone got any bright ideas? Oh no, I'd already said, didn't I, what I was going to do. Right, let's get a bit of Blackberry Bliss. Who doesn't love a bit of Blackberry Bliss? Yeah, these ones I thought would be nice. Look, brand new stamps. Got to sniff the brand new stamps. Now, let's have a look at these sentiments. Sending love during the season of growth. Okay. Celebrate you. The best is yet to come. Oh, I could put that on a Valentine's card, couldn't I? I'm just trying to. I'm sort of auditioning these sentiments for Valentine's Day. The best is yet to come. Do, 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 do. Okay, it's a bit tricky. I haven't got these stickers on yet, but anyway. Ooh, that's nice. It's such a pretty and very nicely drawn image. Right, some foliage. Trying to make each one of them look a bit different. Oh, that's nice. Of course, we could do with a bit of dottage, couldn't we? Don't know what it is, but it looks nice. And I think a bit of blender pen action. So let me just check this one's damp. Yes. So these are blender pens. They come in a pack of 3. They're basically got like some form of liquid in them, some secret recipe liquid. And what you can do is just use it directly to paper, and it will reactivate the ink that's on the page. So you don't have to go and dip it in anything. It just reactivates it. And you can look at that. I'm just colouring in those little, like little seed pods. Like I said, no need for any extra ink. You just use what's on there. It's a great technique for stretching your inks and stamps for that matter. Get your filling them in with a bit of colour. And if you're at a stage where you can't budget for getting all the Stampin' Right markers, this is a really good alternative because it turns, well, it's just a blank pen basically. So if you need to colour in with any particular ink pad, you can just dip it in your ink pad and use it direct to paper. So if I wanted to have a different colour, I could. There's a nifty trick you can do by squeezing the ink pads together, and the ink will transfer onto the lid, and that's quite a handy technique to do as well. So I'm just going through that and adding a little bit of colour. Gotta have a bit of dottage with glitter in the house. Glitter in the house. Life is better with dottage, isn't it? It just is. Dottage makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Dottage makes the world go round, it makes the world go round. What other songs could we sing that we could insert the word dottage? I like that. It's nice and just simple, pretty. Right, where are all my little panels gone? Oh, here they are. Here they are, not gone too far. Oh, now they're falling on the floor. Okay. Hello, Cindy. Cindy FT. We have had quite a few Cindys on this channel, haven't we? So I love the way you differentiate, Glenna. What other songs could we? Dottage is so easy to leave you. No, we couldn't leave Dottage behind. Wrong song. Oh, can't do that one. What have you guys been up to at the weekend? Anything fun? I started another pair of socks. This time I'm using up my little scrap remnants and doing a scrappy pair of like just odd, you know, changing yarn every so often to get a bit of a fun pattern. And then each sock is going to be different, apart from they're both going to have blue ribbing on the cuffs. So I've got blue ribbing, and then the rest of it is just multicoloured and higgledy-piggledy. No, nobody puts dottage in the corner. What I could do is find famous film quotes and put the word dottage in, and then you guys need to tell me what film it came from. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a dottage. Oh, Glenna, what a shame. Think of the money. Think of the stamps. Think of the dots you'll be able to buy. I do feel that I really should put some kind of sentiments on this. even if it's just like a happy birthday or something. I'm just going to look for a sentiment set. Oh, I was just wondering whether to stamp that. Although I'm running out of space. Thankfully, it is on photopolymer, so I'll be able to see what I'm doing. The Lord of the Dottage, yes. I spent Saturday using up last year's Valentine paper for bookmarks. Oh, lovely. Yeah, gone with the wind. Lost in Dottage. Very good. I think it would just about fit there. May the Dottage be with you. Sorry, I was taking so long to do that because I was trying to figure out where the best place was for it. There we go. I decided that it didn't really matter so much to know who had said it, but more important to see what the words were. So that's why I was taking so long. Is that a happy birthday? Yes, that's a nice happy birthday. So this is Wildflower Path, which in itself is a really lovely stamp set. And quite suitable for doing some masculine style stamping. Right. Actually, I have a friend whose birthday, a male friend, whose birthday is on Valentine's Day. So I could send this to him. Might be a bit late, but okay. Return to Dottage River. Hello, Barbara. Hi, Debbie. Hi, I've just come on. Oh, not quite. We're nearly finished, but not quite. Just stay for the chat and you can replay it later. So, this is a rather classy card, I think. You could have gone with the Dottage, couldn't you? Someone said that one already. Last of the Dottage. Empire of the Dottage. Now when you do this, you have to remember to do the front panel. It's like opposite to a normal card, if that makes sense, because you're sticking it like this. So, bit of glue on there. And then give it a good press down. Driving Miss Dottage? Yes, good one. Of all the Dottage in all the world. That's a good one, Valerie. Yes, this is a fancy fold based on the Christmas tree card that I received for Christmas. Thought it would be nice to play with it layout, figure out the measurements. I haven't done them exactly the same as the one I received, but it's a similar construction. I've actually done mini versions of this, boy, probably about a year ago. Oh dear, got a bit of glue on my finger. Got my eraser. All right, I like those. So just to recap, so this was my first attempt. My measurements went a bit skewy-whiff. I did these panels a little bit too small. But if you want to try and do this one, this was you needed a piece of cardstock that was, well, I did it 5 3/4, but you don't have to do it like that. You could do it 5 1/2. But then scored at 4 inches, then 1 1/4 inch for each panel. Then this one was 1 1/2 inches for each little panel. So okay, and that was based on, where have I put it? Oh, there it is. This one here. So thank you, whoever sent me this one. I removed the note, so I don't know who sent me this one. But that was the original. And obviously they've gone to way more detail than I have. I mean, look at all this gorgeous glimmer with the tree, and then the cutout of the, that's beautiful. And it's got gold behind it. And some really nice, that's a really beautiful dye, that. And then, you know, lots of different papers and stuff. So pretty. So obviously, yeah, mine's not quite as complicated as those ones, but this is my variation of it. So the papers I used in this one is the Dandy Designs, the freebie one. So I just wanted to kind of grunge it up with a bit of early espresso. So I stamped the images with early espresso, and then the dotages in Balmy Blue. Then this paper came from the Favoured Flowers set, which I really like, because on one side you could have the flowers, and the other side you've got these gorgeous geometric patterns. And funny enough, I think it would be okay to use some of those flowers in a masculine card because of the quite dark tones to it. Anyway, for the stamping on this one, I used Dainty Delight, which is new to me. Oh, excuse me. And what else did I use? Oh, Daffodil Daydream. Use the dotage from there, and then this kind of Celtic-like pattern for some extra interest on the card there, which is quite fun. So it's worth looking at some of your stamps, because with this sort of stamp, it might be very tempting to go, oh, I'm going to buy this because I like the daffodils, but the dots are really useful, and this is really useful as well. And actually that butterfly is very pretty, very sweet, but little butterfly. So I could have had a little butterfly on there, but there we go. Life is like a box of dotage. Yes. That's brilliant. Right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. And I think I'm going to see you guys tomorrow evening. Yes, I haven't got anything. I've got a class, in-person class tomorrow. So I just need to finish off packing, making sure I've got everything for that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Right. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care for now. And please let me know if you make one of these, and do share it on Artful Stampin' Space, my Facebook group. It'd be lovely to see what you guys create. And also looking forward to perhaps having a play with this design and using my Stamped One Sheet Wonders for it, because let's face it, I have a few of them. So if it's your first time here, please do go ahead and subscribe and come back again. Please come back again and play. All right. Take care, everybody. Nice to see you all. Bye. Oh, I've just seen your thing, Louise. The hills are alive with the sound of Daughtry.